Welcome. It's really good to be among friends. So spaces are interesting. I was raised to look for them. My parents had a lot to do with that. My mom and dad, who happen to be in the audience today, were impeccable instigators of my personal growth, which was relatively annoying for about the first 28 years of my life. Sorry, guys. But once I had some years behind me, I was able to recognize what they were trying to teach me. They were trying to mold a habit in me, a habit of paying attention to the spaces in my life. You see, I was always expected to grow within the gaps. Their question to me, though posed in a lot of different ways throughout the years, was always, what are you going to do with the space? What are you going to do with the space between failure and resilience? What are you going to do with the space between struggle and joy? What are you going to do with the distance between pain and relief, the exploration between an idea and an action? What are you going to do with the growth between a divorce and true love? What are you going to do with the headroom between a job title and a purpose? What are you going to do with the space between your head and your hands, between your life and your death? We all travel within, and between these conceptual realms all the time, and we're really pretty good about recognizing when we're at the bookends. We know when we've hit struggle, we can dwell in it. We know when we've hit joy, we can celebrate it. What's more difficult to recognize is the journey in between. But the space is where the magic happens. It's where the heart exists. It's the place where we gain insight, where we shift, where we expand, where we have no choice but to find our identity compass. The space is what makes life three-dimensional and real. So a funny thing happens when you spend a lifetime searching for spaces. You start to want to create them. Thank you for choosing this space today, because this space will never be this raw again, when a bunch of people came together just to see what would happen. I thank you. Now our video MC is going to be back in a few minutes to introduce our first speaker. And let's face it, I'm pretty sure Peyton could MC this event, give all 8 talks, and then go deliver the Channel 13 news. She was so incredibly honored to be a part of this event. In fact, she jumped at the space to be involved.